you need to make sure that you have a stable electricity supply. The extension used to extend the wires? Within 10 meters, use 4.0 square meter thick wire, and when it is more than 10 meters, 6.0 square meter thick wire should be used. Failure to do so may result in insufficient input power and damage to the electric motor. Secondly, make sure that the two chemicals to be filled in the high-pressure pump are filled correctly. When you open the grease cap, you will find a certain amount of grease. Please check if there is enough grease, and add more if it's low. Please rotate it once after using it for 50 hours. You can check the amount of engine oil inside through the oil window. The oil level should be higher than the center line. If it is lower than then, please add more oil. We recommend using gasoline-grade oil. Third, make sure the manual lever on the regulator is down. If the manual lever is up, water will not come out of the spray gun and all water will drain into the connected over hose. After thoroughly checking the checklist before using it, it's time to activate the high-pressure jet. First, put the intake hose and the extra water hose into the prepared bucket of water. The intake hose may float because it is too light. In this case, please attach a heavy weight to the intake hose to make sure it's fully submerged. Next, press the on button on the switch to turn on the power. As soon as the power is turned on, pressure is generated and water begins to flow out of the gun. After it's running, you can gradually close the back handle of the gun to spray water at a wide angle. If you release the back handle, water goes out in a straight line. This is sometimes referred to as changing the spray mode. Next, please regulate the pressure using a regulator. If you close the valve on the regulator, the pressure increases. If you release the valve, the pressure decreases. Check the pressure gauge as the water is sucked in and compressed. If the pressure is higher than 4, release the valve of the regulator. Please lower the pressure to between 2 and 4. We have gone through the assembly, pre-use checklist, and operation of WUSA construction equipment TIS high-pressure sprayer. However, you may encounter problems when using the equipment. Let's see how to identify and fix these problems. No water is coming out of the spray gun right now. Let's check it in order. First, check if the motor is running. First, plug the electrical cord into the outlet and press the on button on the original switch box. If the motor does not run, check if the power input is good. Also, make sure wires are not cut due to external factors. If the motor still does not run, please check if the input power to the switch box is sufficient. It is melted due to overload, and if the motor has burned out. Secondly, make sure that the belt that transmits power between the electric motor and the head pump has enough tension. Since this belt is a consumable, it may lose its elasticity after a long period of use. It may crack or break. That's why you should check the belt frequently and replace it when it loses its elasticity or is damaged. Third, check the intake status. First, check if the intake hose has bent or cracked.